Yesterday we had an unsuccessful trade whereby we suffered a 44-point loss, which is more than what I usually lose, but nevertheless it was a loss. Let me explain to you why I believe this occurred. We followed the normal procedure of going into a trade when it reaches an overbought or oversold area. So it reached an overbought area here, so we went in on this candle, and as soon as we went in, as you can see, it reversed on us quite significantly, took out our stop, which was around here, and followed down. So there's a few reasons I believe this occurred. One, if you look, remember the motto, when we're ringing the towel, we have to wait for it to pass the 50, the W100 to pass the 50. Yes, it did pass the 50 here, but this is at midnight. It passes the 50 at midnight, right? And we're coming in the trade 8 hours later. That's no good. That's no good. And also, if you can see, once it passed the 50, it had its bull run. Look, it's already ran. So why are you going in now? Another reason is once both of these Williams go through to the strong zone, you have to be very cautious, because sometimes it does this, or there's only one candle in it, one of the two. Sometimes it rallies. For example, if we go back a bit, you can see they both went into the zone here, and then it rallied very, very significantly, beautifully actually, right? But if you go back a bit further, look what happens here. They both go into the zone, and it only gives you one candle. That's the usual. That's what usually happens. However, what I know now how to combat that. So we don't know which one it's going to be. We don't know whether it's going to be a rally or a loss. But what we have to do now, because looking historically through, we can see that if it's going to rally, it doesn't kick back further than mid candle usually. So if that's the case, our stop loss should be here. If our stop loss is here, we protect ourselves, and if it rallies, we're getting into the rallies, and we can take all of these signals we get without taking too much of a hit. Another reason which I saw as I put the trade in was, at the time, this here was the daily high. This was a daily high. I know that it should pass the daily high before it gives you a bullish run, but I didn't bother wait. I anticipated that it will pass this candle's high because it entered the zone. All we had to do is wait for around maybe 5 more pips. Wait for 5 more pips and then go in. Okay, you may not have got more or as much as you would have anticipated, but you would have also protected yourself further. That would have been the better thing to do. And the most significant thing which I believe which caused that loss is preoccupation. I was preoccupied. I was looking at other things. I had things in my hand. I was looking here. I was doing this. I was messing around over here, and I saw it on the chart, and I thought, oh look, oh, let me go in straight away. I didn't really read the chart as much. I rushed it. I looked, I took the checkpoints. Yep, that's there. But that's not good enough. I have to be given these are 15-minute candles. I should have looked at it 15 minutes prior to going in, at least minimum, so we know what we're getting into. That's what really should be happening. You should not let the market rush you at all. 15 minutes, you got the candle, you know that this here is going to get in, as you can see, look. So you wait there, that's where you should be waiting. You look at the whole thing, and I would have 100%, I would have said, you know what, let's wait for it to pass this daily high before we go in. Just a couple of pips, maybe here, just up to this line here, and that would have been it. But we didn't. So preoccupation, when you are trading, do not be preoccupied. Focus. This is a war. Focus, and let's get what we can from this market.